Hey YouTube, what's up? What's up? What's up? Come on into my world, Steffi's world. I'm Steffi Girl, and this is my recap with spoilers of episode 209, Raising Kanan, simply titled Antitrust. And trust me, there was a lot of distrust and a lot of trust being broken in this particular episode. It starts off with the Italians at the bowling alley, and one of them had a very good night. I think it was Jimmy. And 50 starts narrating and saying, "You a hitter, you gonna get hit." And as he's putting away his things in his car and about to get in, Lulu is standing right behind him, long gun with the silencer, and he goes ahead and puts him out. And 50 also says, "Shooter going out, how they live." In the last episode, we saw that Renee and Marvin got fired on and she died. Marvin is at her funeral. Then we see crack addict Sam pissing in public, and the cops roll up on him. And he says that his end Clarence Thomas will have a whole lot to say about it, and that was a jokey joke because we know Clarence Thomas ain't saying nothing regarding us. Of course, the cops find drugs on him, and he's willing to give them a tip that he knows who shot the cop. They don't listen, and the landlord is beating the door almost down at Famous's apartment, and he was like, "Look, I need the rent." He has 2 days to come up with it. Kanan is there with him, just looking at him like, "What the f is this?" Rock closed on the house, and she just stood back. And I was thinking, you got this big old house. Kanan ain't coming to live with you. Symphony is gone, and you got this big old house and no one to share it with. The Italians are talking about Rock. Of course, they're calling her that NBI. They want her killed. Sal is talking about Jimmy, and he said that there's politics involved in this. And they're saying, yeah, but Marco's death got to be answered for. You can just not do nothing. Crack addict Sam still talking. Burke's ears perched up like a German shepherd. I mean, she is literally salivating at the mouth. And he says that this young one is going from punk to wolf, and she's pretty much like, young one, what young one? Who is he talking about? Trying to connect the dot. Ziza's in the studio. Cartier's talking about what song should be next. Lulu is rolling his eyes. He is so sick of him. He wants him up out of there. Famous goes by the studio because Crown had worked out something with his landlord about studio time. So he needed to kind of holler at Lulu. And Lulu was like, no, you can say whatever you need to say in front of Cartier. He's family. And he tells him what the deal is. And Cartier butts in and gives him the fisherman scenario. You know, if you teach a man to fish, and he ushers him out the door really quickly, and he turns around and tells Lulu he doesn't do charity. And Lulu's pretty much like, I thought you was a silent partner. He was like, yeah, but money talks. Juke is doing the dishes, and Rock comes in wearing all red. And to me, she was wearing it. She was killing that outfit, but it was pretty much like the devil in red because we know how Rock gets down. And she brings up Kenya, and she said that Marvin told her what happened. She told her that she was sorry, and she said that she know that she just wants to be loved. And she asked if she had seen Kanan and if he had talked about her. And she also tells Juke everything that she's done from Kanan. We know that that's a lie. Everything that Rock has done, she's done for herself, mostly. And she said that short term loss is long term gain, and that's just the hustle. Kanan is with Detective Howard at a mosque, and he's praying, and he told him that he's trying to get back into being a Muslim. Um, they decide to meet outside of the hood, and he asks how are things with him and Rock. They talk, and he told him, you know, if there's something that he needed to say, just say it. He didn't know actually what to ask him. And Kanan was trying to be mindful not to curse, you know, around the mosque. And he said that things have changed between him and Rock. And he asked if she always knew. And Detective Howard did not answer that directly. He just said that he didn't ever want to talk about the park. and he's not focused on the past. Crack addict Sam is talking to Burke. He calls her Columbo. I thought that was hilarious because I knew it was a takeoff of the old school show Columbo. And he called Famous's name. So when he did that, she really started connecting the dots. And she's chasing big time. So she runs straight into the captain's office, lies saying she's working on a cold case. He tells her to follow the evidence, but he makes a call to IA, Internal Affairs. Rock is talking to Cartier's guy, and they're in front of the jail, and he warns her about him, and he said that there's no deal unless he's handled. And she got Mr. Drew out. Mr. Drew was the guy who was in jail. They let crack addict Sam out, and he's talking ish. Burke walks him out, and Detective Howard sees her, and she's, like I said, like a dog with a bone, and she wants to get him on record. She even pays him. She gives a crack addict money, and Detective Howard is watching the whole thing. Marvin is with Laverne, and she asked him how was the funeral. This almost made me tear up because I just laid my father to rest at uh earlier, well, midweek, and it's just like I can't talk about funerals. I don't want to see no funerals, so this almost got me. And she asked if he cried, and she said that she saw him cry once, and he said, "Effed up ish happens to effed up people," and then he's effed up. He apologized to her. He said that he was trying to do good, and he's working on him. Rock is with Cartier, and he's pushing up on her, and he said he's not a man who waits. And she said it ain't about him waiting, it's about when she ready. And he wants in on her business. He starts talking about even more expansion, toss out South America, and that they can control costs. And he said he knows what he wants. Sal is talking to Unique, and he said that he thinks it's a fair trade, her brother for his son. And Unique said, I don't have no love for Marvin. But Marco effed up. So, of course, Sal resorts to calling Rock a moolie, and he wants to know all about her operation. And Unique was pretty much like, that makes me a snitch. What's in it for me? And he was like, his gratitude. So Unique was like, let me think about it. So he told him he was disappointed in him, and he was shown to his car. Famous and Kanan are talking, and they see Freddie. And Freddie kind of looked, and Kanan told him straight up, you don't want none of this. Burke is with her girlfriend, and she is obsessed. She is talking about what? Detective Howard. Her girlfriend said that she is trying to prove herself. We found out that she got that job because of her family, and her girlfriend told her, stop talking about it. Marvin talks to Lou, thanks him. Rock asks if Lou was down full time, and she asked him about Crown. Rock has called in backup, and Lou pretty much was like, the Italians are, they have so many, and they're deep. And she said all we gotta do is make them bleed. And she said she also needs some assist on some old accounts that need settled. And she was talking about crackhead Sam. The Italians case in her house, but they see security. Famous sneaks out, knocks on Palomar's door, asks for the gun, told Corinne he needs it for protection. She gives it to him. He told her he'd get it back to her. Nicole's dad is speaking to IA, and he has Laverne there, and he tells IA that Detective Burke had inappropriate relationship with them and was giving them drugs. Laverne ain't having it. She don't talk to the cops. She doesn't trust the cops. She gets up and leave, and IA tells Nicole's dad that if they don't have her, they don't have anything on Burke. And Marvin sees crack addict Sam, shows him some drugs, say he needs his help with something. Famous tries to rob Freddie. Freddie got a gun too, and Famous freaks, shoots him multiple times. Freddie collapses in front of the old man door, who hear everything. He called Famous name numerous times, and he even knew that it was him, even though he had on a mask. So this is not going to be good. Laverne and Kanan talking, and he told her about Detective Howard, and they pretty much figured out that Rock was about 16 years old when this happened. And Laverne is pretty much telling him, like, is that much different than you being with Palomar's mom? And he said that Rock can't make this right. Burke is looking for crack addict Sam. Marvin is putting him on the bus to the ATL, told him straight up never to come back, even gave him some money, told him to fix himself, believe in himself. Not even a block down, he gets off the bus. He gonna be a problem. Cartier is on the elevator. He just got home, going up to the penthouse, and 50 says, "Short stop to the top. Someone is waiting on him, and it is Lulu and Rock with guns on him." And he pretty much was like, "Y'all don't even trust each other." They was like, "Yeah, but we family." And he tells her, "B.I. F you and F your family." She put two in him, one to the head. Lulu put one in him too. And 50 said, "You falling and you can't get up." He talked about wearing a crown and getting too comfortable. And to me, um, that's how the episode ended. But to me, that was Cartier's problem. He got too comfortable. He started slipping. He let Rock know too much about his business and his organization, and he had his eyes on the prize, which was her, and wasn't really watching that she pretty much was going behind him doing all kinds of stuff. And he thought that he wanted in on her business and in her pants too. Detective Burke gotta die by the next episode. Detective Howard see that she's a problem and she's getting closer and closer. This has to end. I think Rock gonna have it in with Marvin that he didn't go ahead and get rid of crack addict Sam, who's gonna be a problem because he would not shut up about what he knows. He gonna be off the scene for a moment because he gonna be high and blow that money. But he's talking. He's talking, and I don't know how this situation gonna play out with Unique and Sal. He gonna have to pick a side. He gonna have to pick a side. So that was it as far as the episode. We'll have to see what's gonna happen next week, and we are getting close. I think the finale should be soon. The finale should be soon. So that's all I got. Holler at me in the comments or either tune in next week and we can see how this plays out. I am donning purple today for Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Are you aware? And 1 in 4 women is killed by intimate partners. I think with men, 1 in 7 have reported domestic incidents. I'm also donning pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month as well, and that affects a lot of women and even some men. So I'm going to get ready to close and get out of here. If you want to connect with me, you can follow me at Cosby, COSBEE. I am Miss Cosby on Insta, and my new mantra is say what needs to be said, do what needs to be done, and fix what you can while you're here. Till the next time, peace.